Hey, welcome to this week's Embodied Musings. Some sad, unfortunate news to start off with is that my boyfriend and I are in a little fight. So we're just having some space. We're not broken up, don't worry. We're just having space. So he was not available for this week's video. So instead, I have this beautiful spine and pelvis joining for this week's Embodied Musings and maybe a few more. So what I wanted to invite you into this week is the idea of lengthening your spine in two directions. In Rolfing structural integration world, we have a term called palintonicity. So palintonicity just means length in two directions. I think often when we move our spine, we're not always thinking of as we move it, can we lengthen it in both directions simultaneously, meaning a subtle lifting from the top as well as a, whoa, this beautiful flower wreath, as well as a grounding. Let's just move that to the side, down through the tailbone. So, often if you think of doing a cat and cow, meaning you're just on all fours, you're arching your spine, and then you're kind of coming into cow this way. This can be a beautiful place and simple because most of us are some degree have done cat and cows before, to start to bring into your movement, meaning start to think of as you go into that arch of the cat, are you also lengthening in both directions? As you kind of go down into that cow, are you still lengthening in both directions? I find that it's a really nice cue to help keep more integrity through the movement. It's also a deep level of intentionality that may surprise you, may not get as much depth, but maybe there was some subtle cheats happening, or maybe you notice, oh wow, like it's hard to lengthen the low back. And if you bring breath and intention and awareness to create more length, that you actually can get a little more rounding or a little more arch. So play with this idea of palintonicity, of creating two directional length specifically through your spine this week. You can also play with it as you're out walking. Think of, are you getting a nice grounding, lengthening through the bottom while you're simultaneously getting length from the top. Okay, I hope you enjoy this. You can bring this cue into really anything you're doing, but to keep it simple and not overwhelming, start with bringing into walking and, doing a few simple cat and cows as well, to try it on. Enjoy.